obviously, I want you to pick out your favorite images you've ever taken. Okay? Your absolute favorite, not someone else's, your favorite photos. And I want you to earnestly study those photos that you love so much. I want you to go into the bedroom, turn on a little music, lock the door, bring a glass of wine, and I want you to look at those photos. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Eventually, you're going to find yourself in every one of those pictures. Because that's what this is about for me. It is about who you are as a person that defines your photography, that defines your style. See, if you think about it, it's not just about the picture. When someone looks at it, it's not just about the photo, the content of the image. It also speaks about the photographer who took it. So there is no way that you can take a picture and not leave a piece of yourself in every image that you take. So I want you to hunt that down. I want you to find yourself in your photos. That, for me, took a few years to get to kind of figure out, why am I taking pictures? And then when I started seeing and being moved by some of these images, I realized, as I was looking at this as the psychologist, that it was myself that I was looking at. See, if you think about it, photojournalism, which is primarily my style of shooting, is such that if you had like 15 photographers show up at an event, and they're all photojournalists from all these different stations or newspapers, and a moment unfolds in front of all 15 of them, the shutters will go off. Are all the pictures the same? It's impossible. It's dependent on who grabbed that shot as to what defined that moment for them, and that's based on who they are. Is that a moment? People ask me a lot of times, how come there's so much emotion in your work? It's because I'm a suck for emotion. You know, when I was a little kid, I really didn't have that growing up. I never really saw the chemistry between a man and a woman, a husband and a father. I just never saw it. So I seek it out now as an adult, the stuff that I missed as a kid. So when I go to a wedding, I'm usually the first person to cry. I beat the bride to it, which is my payoff. My payoff is to be in those moments that are so emotional. And so I go back to, that's because that's who I am. And so therefore I want you to find out who you are as a photographer. Why are you taking these pictures from behind all the time or over the shoulder? Is there something about you that happened back in your childhood, back in where you grew up or in the environment that you were raised or brought up? What was it there that made you take these same similar photos? And eventually you'll find yourself in